Hello, folks. Hope everyone is doing well this Tuesday/Wednesday. Could be just about ready to go. As usual, I'm going to be going into this daily blind, so I have not checked to see what we'll be doing. Alright, Tiderunner, been a bit. One hit wonder, hard mode, only B upgrades. Pretty standard crew, we've got Dizzy, Riggs, and Books. Dizzy, Riggs, and Books, lots of potential for infinites and card draw abuse in there. Let me just turn my... Oh, I had my volume up a little high, I couldn't hear myself talking. Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything too crazy in there today other than one hit and only B upgrades. We probably won't be able to abuse the heat threshold too much, but it'll help if we happen to run into any solar flare events or similar. B upgrades is the more interesting one. That might limit some of what we can do with Books and Rigs that would be a little more on the silly side, but we'll see. I don't usually build toward infinites or like think in a meta way about trying for any of that, so I should probably learn to at some point, now that I've played the game enough, but I still tend to just play from a first principles sort of way, just constructing my deck as I go rather than envisioning any particular outcome. But yeah, let's get going and see how this one fares. You've got remove a card and gain one of 3 common cards, pick from 3 uncommons, or replace Warp Prep with a boss artifact. Now might be a good time to replace Warp Prep. It's a little risky to not have the shield on a one-hit wonder run, but we have both Dizzy and Riggs in the crew, and also it's the Tiderunner, so it's got as much movement as you could ask for. Getting a free boss artifact seems pretty good. Yeah, obviously with Dizzy's starting cards, those both give us extra defensive options, as does Mage Hand for that matter, so we've got lots of sources of block in the deck. I'm thinking I'm just gonna go for the boss artifact here. Maybe something I come to regret, but we will see. Glass Cannon, oh that's a good start, okay. That gives us 1 extra energy per turn. I'd say that's very well worth it. Hey Dunkel, how's it going? Yeah, that extra energy is going to help us deal with Anchor here. And look, we've just replicated the function of Warp Prep. Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit dicey being one-hit wonder in Tiderunner and only having that 3 max shield. Having the temp shield from Dizzy helps, though, for sure. And I'm definitely feeling good about having traded Warp Prep for Glass Cannon. Out of all the boss artifacts we could have gotten, that one's a pretty worthy trade. I was probably a little more defensive than I needed to be early in this combat. I could have finished this one a bit sooner. Oh, come on. Should have played that first. That was a mistake. No undo button now. Well, selective memory is an easy pick. That one's basically a freebie. Alright, interesting layout. There is a path that allows for 2 elites. Looks like there's a few different ways of getting there. Yeah, lots of roughly equal paths through this first sector. Up it is. I hadn't asked yet, but I know you would have been the first to answer anyway, so. It's true, Dizzy, you are pretty good at that. I would have been fine with drawing anchor on this turn if I weren't pointed at the scaffold. The most horrid of spells. I suppose that's another area where One Hit Wonder will be nice. We can just play as much miasma as we want. Crystal Shard brings books back pretty readily, that's nice too. screwed. Get out of here, Wizbo. Aircon Zip is nice usually for movement, and even in a daily I'd usually take that without hesitation, but given that we're in Tiderunner and also have rigs, I don't think we really need it. Echo might be good later, but I don't know that there's a whole lot of reason to take it right now. I think I'm just gonna skip these. Keep on cruising. There we go. Let's hoping for that. I should be fine even with the weak spot there, displaying Mage Hand and Block Shot. Riggs knows what she's doing, probably. There is nothing in my draw pile for selective memory to grab, that's annoying. I think I'll just dodge left then. Gives me plenty of evade for later, even if we are a little light on shield. Oh, whoops, I should have grabbed the crystal shard. I didn't realize I was out. That was a mistake. Could have looked closer at my hand. Stun Source, Pulse Barrier, and Deflection. Deflection is nice value, and since I have the extra energy, it wouldn't be the worst. I could actually afford Stun Source too. I don't know if that's worth burning a turn on each combat though. As powerful of an effect as that is, with this being a daily, it's probably better to focus on quick damage. Deflection is nice because it accomplishes both damage and filling up my shield. I think it's reasonable value for 2 cost. It's basically Shield Surge plus Mage Hand without quite as much shield, but also without the crystal cost, so. Oh, Pulse Barrier though. I wasn't really thinking about that, but having the extra shield capacity would also be pretty helpful here. I actually might go for that instead. Okay, we can either take a repair yard, an event. Oh, I suppose we can go up for another encounter and then work our way through, so points-wise that's the best option. I don't really have strong need of a card upgrade or anything yet. And of course that combat will be Nat. Not like I was trying to get extra points from this or anything. Okay, so we have 2 shard, so Mage Hand would be worth doing now. Just have to get into position. Do a little dancing. Darn it. Oh well. I drew those not in the order I wanted to. I guess I can still land 1 damage here. That's rude. Alright, we've gotten through everyone's favorite combat for dailies. Second block shot is honestly not the worst. That temp shield could be pretty useful. Especially if I can get Jettison Hatch later and strip some basic shots, or Photon Condenser to get extra damage out of the block shot. The Moose is also nice for just big movement. Yeah, I think I'm gonna gamble on maybe getting Photon Condenser later and go for the block shot. Yeah. Hey, Shiny. Go. Ah, thanks, Stormod. Too bad I don't have any mid-row here, or I could get rid of that shield drone at least. Some evade back. I have plenty of shield to just eat that from the drone there, so hopefully next turn get close to, if not completely. Getting anchor again is annoying. And I am out of shards, so Mage Hand won't do the damage I need it to. Ooh. Okay, we should be fine here. That thing is getting awfully pointy. Not quite gonna make it, am I? Darn it. I should have lapped that out before I started spending energy. There was probably a way to make that work. Just forgot that the shield drone would be in the way. Yeah, I really find this one annoying when you don't have piercing. Well, basic block to the right should get me out of the way of harm for now, yeah. There's not really any better solution. Now I should be able to smack. Charge beam, always wonderful to see. Yeah, about that. I guess this might be useful in like Zone 2, Zone 3. I don't think it can unkill you though. So far so good. I took a gamble and took an extra block shot in hopes of getting rebound reagent. Probably not worth it, but I felt like it, so I did. Also got a selective memory, which is always an easy take. I grabbed pulse barrier because I figured the extra shield capacity would be good as a safety strat. Plus side with this Drake fight is we don't have to worry about heat. Although that 3 damage attack is still pretty pointy. So I'm going to want to move. That's fair, yeah. I tend to be... I don't know, if I go to play a daily, it's usually in the evening local time for me, which is usually right after the daily switches over. I think once or twice I've done one later on in the cycle, but generally if I put up a score, it's pretty early on. Which is good for my self-esteem because it means there are less scores on the board when it lands generally, but... Not really anything worth spending selective memory on. I guess I still could just to make the deck smaller, but I'll hang on to it. Oh, well that's annoying. Why'd you have to go all the way over there, Drake? Come back here and let me shoot at you. I suppose I could just sit tight here and barely block all the damage. Might be a good turn to just bank on evade. I've still got a couple of aid. I should probably dodge just to make sure I have plenty left for the back half of this. Then again, Charge Beam is going to take off, like, what, 6? Yeah. So I am actually fairly close. Yeah, I'll do the basic shot. Of course, that's not helpful if I draw it when I'm too far away to hit. I can still just about get there. Yeah, I should have probably gone for the evade last turn. I think I might have enough for lethal, though. If I land both Charge Beam and Mage Hand. Okay, so Anchor, Block Shot moves me one left. I move myself one more left. No, I can't actually reach it with Charge Beam. Darn it. Probably better to play it safe this turn then. Okay, yeah, that pretty directly shows me the error of my ways last turn. I should have valued the evade more. That is kind of a mistake I run into somewhat frequently with Tiderunner, is I just go, oh, it's got built-in movement, I don't need that evade, it'll be fine. I guess I should still Mage Hand just to get the shield. There's the Charge Beam. Okay. At least we didn't lose too much there. Really see a need for these. I mean, I guess having some mid-row might be nice. We don't otherwise have anything going on there. Mineral Deposit is kind of expensive for what it does, though. B does give me pretty good movement. And it is flippable. I don't know, I usually haven't really bothered with the Geode cards too much. I feel like I already have a lot of defensive capacity with this deck being like half Dizzy cards. I'm probably fine for now. I can take one of those later on if it becomes a little more pertinent. Oh, Recalibrator would be nice for those turns where they're targeting the left side. Ion Converter wouldn't be bad, but I don't think it would help nearly as much as these other two. Grimoire is always solid. Getting an extra card turn 1 is pretty nice. Not to mention the guarantee of having Shard as soon as I draw Mage Hand. I suppose it gives me turn 1 movement as well for Tiderunner, since it'll always be at one side of the hand. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. It gives multiple benefits. Alright, Spike, let's dance. This is one fight where I'm definitely going to want to keep my shields and evade pretty high. Okay, so if I were to play block shot, I would get hit by the payback before I moved, so I don't want to do that just yet. There's not really anything worth playing selective memory on. I could spend my evade, block shot the weak spot twice, and then spend the other 2 cards. That's probably my better play here. Gives me a whole bunch of block that I don't need this turn, but fills me up for later. Good timing on the override. Okay, Charge Beam would do 5 and Mage Hand would be 3. That should be lethal. Yeah. Do like the Charge Beam strat. Acid Cannon, that's interesting. I mean, I've got the energy. But I don't have any guarantee of drawing it on a turn where I can hit. It might be better to just keep the deck small for Charge Beam. Yeah. I do like Acid Cannon, but I don't know that this is the run for Corrosion. Then again, I don't have any Piercing. I'm probably not going to get any Piercing unless I find Piercer. So being able to damage through shield would be nice for a few of these. B upgrade just doubles the damage output, which isn't bad. I mean, 4 damage, 3 cost is a lot more reasonable than 2. Oh, the other thing about that's gonna suck though, I mean right now Scramble is the only expensive card in my deck, so for the most part I can make pretty free use of movement with Tiderunner just by playing cards. If I were to take Acid Cannon and it got stuck on one or the other side of my hand on a bad turn for it, it would limit my movement options pretty significantly. I think with that in mind I'm gonna leave it. I might regret that later, but hey, flip up. Perpetual Motion seems pretty good. Since I have Glass Cannon, I'm actually depleting my hand on occasion. Anytime there's a 0 cost and I don't have any card draw or that sort of thing. I like it better than the other two, so we'll take that. Okay, now would be a great time to get rid of a basic shot. Otherwise, Charge Beam B, always solid. Selective Memory B isn't bad, but I don't think it's worth an upgrade necessarily. Mage Hand B wouldn't benefit me enough to be I guess having the damage without needing Shard isn't bad, but I'm always going to have Shard now because of Grimoire. Yeah, I think Charge Beam probably is the way to go here for an upgrade. As much as I would like to just delete a basic shot, yeah, I don't know, like you do have the amount of damage that is added each time, but being able to play it multiple times through the combat would be pretty great. Yeah, I am definitely hoping to find Simplicity or Jettison Hatch somewhere in the next little while. Don't know if we will, but it'd be nice. Ah, big crystal. We're fine, Dizzy, we're fine. We're just getting started. I would rather prefer to be on the other side of the crystal, but the way that last turn played out, it just made more sense to move over here. At least to me. I suppose this turn is a good chance to move back over. Mage Hand is not the card I would have liked to draw at the end of the turn, but that's fine. Okay, we're actually only taking 2 here, so I can just stay put and ignore the anchor. Sure. Grab some movement. Oh, 3 I guess because of the weak spot. I really gotta remember that. That is a really bad time and place to draw anchor. I guess the shard I can use to move anchor so it doesn't move me back to the right. And a mage hand, it's gonna give me more value than basic dodge here. With as much temp shield as I have, I'm just gonna save the evade. We're getting close to the end, so hopefully we'll be alright. Okay, good, it didn't move. Lovely. So we did 10 damage with Charge Beam, having drawn it 4 times. That's more damage than we would have done if we hadn't upgraded it. The trick is just that we have to actually land a hit every time we draw it for that to add up. That is true. At least for the first zone. I laughed because, like, I think the first artifact we got outside of the boss trade was Rebound Reagent. Which, fat lot of good that does you. Oh, Second Opinions and Perfect Specimen. Well, seeing as I already took Grimoire, I don't have a huge need for the extra shard right now. And Second Opinions gives me card draw for no particular downside, so I think I'll go that way. Alright, there's the simplicity. That is excellent. Don't feel so bad about taking the block shot now. Also high frequency intercom, that is an interesting choice too, but I feel like Zone 1 is a little early to be taking that. I'm going to do the predictable thing and get rid of basic shots. Actually, basic block might be better. Maybe leave one basic shot and get rid of the block. Because I have Pulse Barrier, Shield Surge, and Mage Hand besides. And 2 block shots. Yeah. Oh, true, high frequency with Tiderunner does get you anchor more often. I know you always cut basic block, I'm just not quite that vindictive about it myself. I probably could stand to be a little more willing to get rid of it, but we do have an ad break coming up in a few minutes. I'm gonna see if I can finish this combat first. Making pretty good time though. At least for me. We got like all our card draw cards on turn 1. It's kind of fun. Might be better to save Second Opinions for when I have more energy, but that, and it's only going to draw 2 cards, since I only have 2 colors left. I guess I should probably have played that rather than using the selective memory on that. Oh well. Let's do a little more damage, or pick up a dodge. Dodge is good, let's do that. Having at least some evade is usually worthwhile. Case in point, I can actually hit with Charge Beam now. Hey look, it's Charge Beam again. Love it when that happens. If I remember right, this one doesn't move after this, so I'm just gonna skip the Shield Surge. Oh, it does. I'm thinking of the Zone 1. If I move to the right and play Second Opinions, I'll draw Anchor. I am liking all this card draw, that is pretty nice. It would be nice if the movement for Tiderunner wasn't perfectly positioned to cut off half of the number for Charge Beam. I can't see if that's a 3 or an 8. I mean, I can intuit based on the number of turns it's been, but that does seem like an oversight in the UI. Anyways, that went pretty well. Just in time for our ad break here. I think I'm gonna skip these, I don't see anything I like too well. And yeah, time for a quick break. We're gonna be back in 4 or 5 minutes. Just take some time, get up, stretch, get some water, and I'll see you back here then. Alright, thank you for your patience. We are back. And if you didn't hydrate over break, this is me telling you to do that now. Okay, looks like just 2 elites this sector again. A couple different routes we can take to get those 2 elites. Although it looks like the lower of those 2 is going to be better points-wise. I can't make you do anything, Flip-Pop. That doesn't mean I can't tell you. I am encouraging you in a kind and friendly manner to go and consume the waters. I am also humbly requesting from chat that someone suggest whether we go up or down here. I suppose like down being middle, because I'm not going down down. So middle it is. Hey, it's Ryder. I don't think I've seen Riggs say that before. Good times. Riggs does not like the Tiderunner. So the other thing that I wasn't thinking about when I took second opinions instead of the perfect shard was that it's always going to draw anchor if I haven't already drawn anchor yet. Which isn't a downside in all situations, but definitely is in some of them. Howdy Ash, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Busy day, but it's all been going reasonably alright, so I can't complain. I do have selective memory. I suppose I could grab unpolished crystal and empty the draw pile. I am 1 draw short of being able to grab charge beam again. But yeah, it would be probably worth it to just get through the whole draw pile in turn 1. That's always fun to do. Put on some block while we have the chance. Oh, very nice. Gotten some pretty nice card draw this combat. The hands have just been exactly what I've needed them to be. Only get the 3 energy this turn, so I don't think I'll be able to do lethal. Although I guess with Draw Shot into Crystal Shard I could potentially draw Charge Beam again for 4 damage. I'd have to be pretty lucky though. I'll try it. Might not even have the movement to make it happen. Oh, well hey, there's Charge Beam. Okay. I guess Scramble Charge Beam, that's speaking of getting really good draw this combat. Gambling and winning. There's Mineral Deposit again. I think I made the right choice leaving that one behind. As nice as the mid-row would be, I have enough defensive options that I don't really need it yet. Options. Options is tempting. I do like options a lot better than basic dodge. Although we do still have the anchor to contend with. Kinda hoping I get Mooring Line V2 or whatever it was called. I might be conflating the names of multiple artifacts there. That them there upgrade for the Tiderunner. But yeah, I'm thinking options. It is hard to pass that one up. Alright, there we go. And we want to go up here so we don't miss that second elite, or first elite, I guess. Ah, Dracula. Lose 60% hull. We can be right back where we started. Continuing with the one-hit wonder theme. Having piercing would be pretty nice here. And stun for that matter. Obviously the hull healing isn't going to matter so much, since I won't be taking any damage whatsoever in the first place. So it's really just, do I want a 2 cost? 2 damage, piercing, and stun. Which I don't know, I mean, with it only being 2 damage for 2 cost, I don't know how worthwhile that really is. The piercing and stun though, it is pretty nice. I think we might just split the difference and grab one but not both. I don't know that I would benefit enough from having 2. That's true, yeah, it'll give me one more thing that Second Opinions would grab. I suppose it does exhaust though, so if I wanted to be able to take out a 4 or a 6 hull enemy with piercing damage, I would need to have 2 of them. So taking just one, the piercing's not going to be very useful, whereas the stun would still be helpful, but the utility's kind of not there as much if I only take one of them. On the other hand, I feel like I already, Zone 1, I already ran into a lot of the enemies where that would have benefited me enough to be worth taking it. I think I might be better off just leaving this one. It is tempting, but I don't think today is the day, Dracula. Enough talk. Have a good day. Have at you, Stardog. Ah, this asteroid field sure is helpful today. Not gonna bother with anchor, seeing as I am not in any imminent danger in this position anyways. I don't know, I think I've mentioned it during stream before, but the Japanese Space Agency has a test satellite that has wooden components. They're trying to see how that stuff holds up in space because it might actually be a pretty optimal material for certain applications given how lightweight it is. Well, it's not entirely wood. The cockpit window is not made of wood. The wiring's probably not made of wood, you know. It's a composite. It is made up of multiple things together. Hey, got that lucky second charge beam. Glasswood. I am enjoying that charge beam. I think one options is fine for now. I don't know that we would benefit a ton from two. Magic battery honestly might not be bad at this point, seeing as we have 2 crystal shards and a lot of card draw, so we're filling up on crystal pretty readily. Huh. Yeah, honestly, I don't know that it would be useful right away, but like even worst case, it's a 0 cost with retain, so even if I don't have the shard to get energy out of it, it's free leftward movement. Does make me wish I had taken that perfect shard instead of the second opinions earlier. Ah, our good friend Rail Cannon. Well, seeing as there's no weak spot to line myself up with, let's just play second opinions right off the bat so I get that anchor. Four cards I can draw here. Sure that I get Charge Beam this turn. Pretty nice turn one setup. Options gives me a pretty nice counter to the Shaker missiles here. And I can easily end the phase this turn, now that Charge Beam is charged up a bit. Trying to think whether I can get rid of this Shaker missile. Don't know that there's a way for me to do that without... Yeah, because Anchor's gonna move me to the right to begin with, so I don't think I can at least not easily make that happen. That's fine though. Huh, we ended up in a pretty good spot again. I guess we have to move now because we don't have Anchor, but that's okay. Oh hey look, it's Mage Hand again. Bottom decked Charge Beam, alright. Probably gonna want to get rid of anchor and start moving left here so I can not take a bunch of damage. Or just immediately draw anchor again. Thanks. That's real great. Probably should have seen that coming using draw shot. That's kind of hilarious. I played anchor and draw shot and then immediately drew anchor and draw shot. Okay, let's do the math here. This would be 5? Yeah, 5 damage since they'll both hit the weak spot. If I shield surge block shot, I can just block all of it, although that leaves me without any block for next turn. If I anchor, that moves me to the right, which at least has me miss the one missile. Then I just have to worry about blocking 2. So if I'm gonna lose all my block anyway, it'd be better to just anchor. Anchor, draw shot, and just draw more. Or I can do the smart thing and shield surge so that I still have some block left next turn. It would also be a bad thing to draw charge beam here on a turn where I can't attack with it. Okay, let's see. One more to the right will at least line me up to hit, so let's do that. Here's the charge beam. And a mage hand, nice. Should have lethal here. Ooh, another charge beam. And a strafe. Strafe though. Strafe in Tiderunner. And I have 4 energy to play it with because of the glass cannon. That's tempting. Either one of those would be great, but strafe is tempting. It would take an entire turn to play it, but like 1 damage per movement is a lot of damage with Tiderunner. I think we may be going strafe runner here. I might have to. Resonance Fork, Stun Calibrator, Nanofiber. Stun Calibrator is great. Resonance Fork also pretty great. I haven't really, yeah, I don't know. Resonance Fork would really only be useful for Magic Battery right now. I could maybe end up with an overflowing power or glimmer shot that would make it a little more useful, but I feel like Stun Calibrator's probably the safer bet. It's basically never a bad thing to have stun, and I'm almost always attacking multiple times per turn, so I'm gonna make plenty of use out of it. That was a really solid set of rewards there, though. Definitely don't want to miss that one if I rerun this one. Prepped batteries, solid. Okay, that'll help a bit if I draw strafe turn 1, which my turn 1 draws have been pretty strong so far, so. On we go, I guess. Ah, small crystal. We did not draw Second Opinions turn 1 this time. Alas. I guess I kind of have to play Magic Battery if I want to draw enough to be able to spend all my energy. Yeah, there, we did draw Second Opinions turn 1, it just took us a while. Well, I could use it to draw Anchor out of the way. But there's also a chance that I would accidentally draw Strafe. I definitely wouldn't be able to play Mage Hand right now. Still, it'll get me through the first draw of the deck faster, which is good news for Charge Beam. Let's just play it. Yeah, we did get Strafe. Oh well. But Strafe is now back in my draw pile. I could Selective Memory it. Right now I'm in a bad spot though. Even if I used Magic Battery, I would take some damage because I just don't have much block yet. So that's probably not worth doing yet. Let's draw shot and see what we get, and then decide what to use Selective Memory on after that. Right, we do get our stun here. So playing this leftward block shot would free me of any future damage. But I still have plenty of energy, so I think I'm gonna grab Magic Battery first. Or Mage Hand, rather. That other book's card starting with M. That moves me the opposite direction from where I want to go, though. Right. Should have saved that crystal shard. Oh well. I guess I can use options to give myself evade and get lined up again. Since I was gonna do that anyways for the card draw. Once again, don't quite have enough block to make Strafe make sense here. I don't want to take damage for it. I have the Anchor, so I can't just use Magic Battery to move over. Yeah, that's a bummer. I could really stand to get rid of Scramble at this point. I guess, I don't know, for as much as I've been agonizing over it, Strafe wouldn't help as much with this enemy since there's so many gaps. And I'm close enough now that I should probably just focus on damage. I'm pretty near to lethal if I don't have it this turn. That ought to do it. Hey, there's a perfect specimen. Yeah, I'll happily take that. I wish I had earlier. Ooh, crosslink and fracture detection. Making it tough for me. Oh, you already did the daily? Nice. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I was already thinking about running this one back another time now that I kind of know what to expect, because there's the makings of a really solid run in there. I feel like fracture detection would be fun with Strafe Runner, because that would make it easy to find, or easier to find. As nice as crosslink is. Probably fracture detection is the better choice for lethality. Really? Crosslink? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you are attacking a lot, especially with Glass Cannon. Even without Strafe, you're gonna be getting a lot of evade out of it. So there is a logic to that. I'll try fracture detection. Might switch it up if I rerun. Of course I immediately get Snoot, who is very wide. But I also know where the brittle point is, seeing as that's usually shielded. And there's the anchor. I suppose I could just use turn 1 to go for Strafe. Yeah, because he's only shooting me for 2, so if I use Selective Memory to grab Shield Surge... Well, no, I would need to... I'll do Second Opinions and see what I get. I've only got 2 Dizzy cards, there's a 50-50 that it gives me that anyway. There it is. Alright. So if I play Shield Surge, and I grab Strafe with Selective Memory, we are off to the races with Strafe Runner. Damn it, Anchor. Oh wait, what am I doing dodging this direction without a good blocking strategy? That was a mistake. I guess it's not too late. I have 0 costs on the left. I can just get out. Yeah. Well, okay, so if I unpolished Crystal, I can play Match a Battery for an extra energy. But I would have to draw another blocking card with the Crystal Shard for that to work. Which isn't the worst chances, considering what's in my deck, but I don't think it's really worth the gamble. At least bailing out still does plenty of damage thanks to that strafe. We play options here. The card draw next turn and some extra damage now. Alright, moving way over there, buddy. Couldn't have gotten that crystal shard on the outside of the deck. Alright. Or the hand, I mean. Hey, there we go. Still a relatively quick combat, even if I didn't make full use of the brittle spot. Oh, you know what? Crosslink would have been the obvious choice because I'm using strafe. Duh. Feel like I should have thought of that. Yeah. Strafe B though. If it's gonna be 4 cost anyway. Double the damage. That is pretty hot. I could just pull a card. That would be smart as well, given generally my strategy revolving around Charge Beam somewhat. But that's a little less crucial now that I also have strafe. Still, getting Scramble out of the deck would be nice just for removing a 2 cost that kind of blocks my movement options. I feel like strafe B is better though. I mean, if I'm going to be going to the effort of playing strafe anyways, I may as well be getting full value out of it. Speaking of which... Okay, but can I make this viable? Because I'm in for a lot of damage here. If it weren't for that annoying 1 damage cannon, I'd have a strategy. I'm trying to think what else I can do. Well, actually, that might still work. Okay, so if I play Crystal Shard... No, because Crystal Shard's gonna draw a card and I don't know what that card will be. So that wouldn't work either. Let's see, if I strafe... Basic dodge. line myself up with this weak spot, just have the one incoming. That would leave me with no energy, and I don't think I have any zero-cost means of giving myself block. I guess I'm not sure what you mean if I don't hit anchor. Because I would want to get... Oh, you know what? Because if I play strafe first, then the strafe attacks count toward stun calibrator, so I could stun this 2 cost. Or 2 damage. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that aspect of it. I see. Yeah, so if I strafe first, then it'll attack once there. Well, no, I wouldn't want to strafe first because it would attack this, and then moving back over here I would stun the cockpit. That would be useless. So I'd want to move to the right, then strafe to the left, and then move back to the right with something else in order to stun this cannon. I guess I can play Crystal Shard and see what I get, and worst case I can't use strafe this turn. That's not the end of the world. It just, the faster I can use strafe, the faster this fight will be over. And this would be a good turn to do it if I can pull it off. Unpolished crystal isn't really what I was hoping for, because I kind of need block. And I'm pretty sure strafe doesn't fire if you have anchor and try to move but can't. You have to actually move the ship to fire, so... I could be remembering that wrong, but yeah. Okay, so... yeah, no, that still wouldn't work. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to skip strafe here. I can't think of a good way of making it work that doesn't involve me taking some damage, and I don't think that the advantage in speed would be enough to be worth the damage. There probably was a way if I had sat there longer with my initial hand that I could have figured out something to do. Because having selective memory is a really strong option there, but I pretty much have to spend that extra 5th energy on a blocking card if I want any chance of not taking damage, and then I also have to position myself somewhere to where that blocking card can absorb all the damage I would be getting. Because as it is, I could play strafe and then unpolished crystal, and I would stun this 2 damage, but I would still take 1. I can't see a way to work around that. Anyway, Oh, what would that be? So selective memory, so you're saying if Crystal Shard doesn't hit anchor, so if I took selective memory and then used it to grab the shard, then used the shard to move to the right, okay, I see what you're saying. So if I got strafe... If I strafe first, that puts the cannon here. I selective memory into Crystal Shard, the Crystal Shard moves me to the right, and I stun. And then I still have 1 energy left I can spend on Shield Surge. Actually, that should be fine even if I did get Anchor. Assuming that... Yeah, strafe should fire after I play it, because I play the card, I get the status, and then the Tiderunner moves after I've played the card. So the first shot should hit the cockpit, then I use selective memory, grab the Crystal Shard, which is a free card, and I move right with it, and that should stun the cannon. Yeah, for some reason I wasn't thinking about using selective memory to grab a 0 cost for movement. Okay, let's try it out. Worst case, I end the run in a blaze of glory. So strafe. Yep, that's the first shot. Selective memory. Grab the shard. Oh yeah, I suppose if it did grab Anchor, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? But even if it does, worst case, I play Anchor, I move over, I stun the 2, and I only take 1 damage, so it could be worse. Okay, we're good. Very nice, thank you, Shiny. That was good thinking. I guess we're going right. if I anchor in Crystal Shard, I'll still be safe. Stupid anchor. Never did find the brittle spot here. Probably toward one of the wings. Oh, there it is. Zero draw or another perfect specimen. Zero draw existing is always fun shenanigans. I suppose it would be good for charge beam. Kind of expensive though. Perfect specimen would be nice in that it would give me even more shard for Magi battery. Oh, you know, if I had taken... I keep wishing I had taken Perfect Shard instead of that Second Opinions, because if I had done that, then as soon as I played the Unpolished Crystal, then playing Zero Draw would get me 3 shards and the Magi battery back, assuming I played it toward the end of the deck. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a way you could make it useful here. It's certainly not a bad card, even in this context. But I think having more shard is probably the answer right now. Zero draw is kind of expensive. Hey, there's that mooring line. Demon Thrusters would be pretty nice with the strafe setup though. Because it's not like we're getting a whole ton of evade from other sources. I think I'm gonna go mooring line just because I like it better. Well, then again, actually, because Demon Thrusters is every turn, mooring line only helps every like 3rd or 4th turn. Well, probably 2nd or 3rd more accurately with all my card draw. But even so, the normal anchor is only 1 cost to get rid of. That's effectively 2 free damage per turn. Yeah, to heck with it. We're gonna go on an ad break here. I'm gonna take Demon Thrusters. We're gonna head to Zone 3, and I'll see you all afterward. Alrighty, we are back from ads. Sorry about the lack of warning there. I was just trying to rush through picking rewards after the boss fight. But I went ahead and took Demon Core with the... Sorry, Demon Thrusters, not Demon Core. That's a modded card. Anyway, I took Demon Thrusters with the thinking that that is a free evade every turn, which is free damage every turn when we have Strafe. So while Mooring Line V2 would have been pretty nice to have, I think Demon Thrusters is going to be just that little bit more useful. And since I already have Magic Battery and Blast Cannon, I'll be reasonably well equipped with extra energy to deal with the anchor, so. Okay, we can pretty handily play Strafe this turn, since we got those crystal shards on the right. If I wanted to be spicy, I could even go left, actually. Because if I play Second Opinions, that'll move me one left. Perfect Specimen will get me one more over. So Second Opinions to move one left, then Strafe to give me Strafe, then Perfect Specimen will do the first shot to the left, and then Draw Shot will do one more. Or not Draw Shot, but just evade at that point. Okay, so Second Opinions first. And we get Anchor, of course. Duh, I was not thinking about Anchor. Foolish, foolish, foolish. Yeah, that's accurate. Once again, wishing that I did not take that card. The extra card draw is nice, I guess, but having it always draw Anchor and consistently forgetting that it draws Anchor is annoying. Oh, I do still have my BRB. Thank you for reminding me. Knew I was forgetting something. I don't even have an excuse this time because I have extra monitor I have the stream up on, so I could have just seen that with my own eyes. Okay. Well, obviously I can still play Strafe, but I'd have to play Strafe and Anchor. I would not be able to also play the Perfect Specimen. So I guess I should just play... But really I shouldn't have played that Crystal Shard, and I should have played Anchor to move right. Yeah, so maybe at this point I can't play Strafe unless I manage to get either Shield Surge or Charge Beam, or not Charge Beam, Selective Memory, with which to get Shield Surge. No, I can't. Well, yeah, no. Because... Sorry, just brain, thinking, doing the think. I may as well Crystal Shard again and see what I get at this point. Yeah, no luck. Okay, well, I just screwed myself out of being able to play Strafe this turn, I guess. Assuming I don't want to take damage. Because I can't block the coming cannon or move out of the way with only one energy. That's annoying. Alright, well, if we're not strafing anyways, let's move our way over. Oh, I suppose I didn't account for the possibility of Magi Battery, but that's fine. Okay, we got strafe again. If I strafe right away... Oh, but we've got that basic shot on the left. We've got 4 0 cost cards, and they're all on the inside of the hand. I guess there's a chance that one of these crystal shards gets me Magi Battery. Oh, I have selective memory, duh. Okay, yeah, so if I crystal shard, Magi Battery, I can hit the basic shot, and then move myself left with charge beam, still hit strafe. Or I'll just get it. Okay, that's fine. That works too. I'll still need to use selective memory to put something there so it doesn't move me to the right, but that's fine. Grab one of the block shots, I guess. Okay, so now I have 5 energy. I can play the basic shot to get rid of it and move me left. Then I play strafe. Then I play charge beam. The first attack is the charge beam. No, right, crap. Yeah, crap. I have to think, okay. Basic shot would be the first attack, that would move me left. Then I would play strafe and just move left with evade so that the second attack is the strafe, and that would hit the cannon and stun. Then we'd be safe. So basic shot moves me left, I strafe, and I dodge left with evade. Perfect. A little bit roundabout, but we got there in the end. Ooh, okay. That's not good. Guess if I get rid of anchor, I can move right and then left again, and that'll stun it. They don't otherwise have a second attack or enough block. Oh, there's the brittle spot. I suppose I should have been looking for that. Kind of forgot that I had fracture detection. Thanks for lining it right up, though. Not gonna complain about that. Stupid anchor. Okay, that's a dense zone 3. Looks like the topmost route is probably the most viable. We get 2 elites with 2 different routes here, but that one has a normal battle and a repair yard instead of 2 events in the lower of the 2. What are salutations? Riggs asking the real questions. I could finally get rid of Scramble. I think at this point that might be the next highest priority. Although basic dodge B might also be worth doing, because that would effectively get rid of a card while also giving me more evade. That might be better to do. Options B is also pretty great. Although I do have decent card draw at this point, so it's not like strictly necessary. I'm probably going to be getting more damage out of Strafe Runner by now than I am out of Charge Beam. Yeah, we'll go options, we'll go basic dodge B, because that makes it exhaust. It makes it 0 cost, which lets us use it for movement for free, and it gives us more evade, which converts to damage with Strafe. And we get a freebie repair yard here as well, so that'll help things too. Okay, chat, do we want to go for middle / down or up? Down, 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 down. Sorry, Dunkel, you were too late this time. Okay, didn't get Strafe yet, but we do have a couple shards. Hey, there it is. Okay. So actually we can stun right away here, so we're golden. Lucky sister, yeah, there you go. Oh, and there's the brittle spot. Speaking of lucky. I should pick up New Super Lucky's Tale again. I want to say I still had like 1 achievement left that I didn't finish in that game. I was pretty close to getting all of them. Actually, let me play Crystal Shard before I get rid of the anchor, so that I can use Magic Battery afterward. So we might as well get the energy if we're going to play the card anyway. Oh, whoops. I meant to move over first. It's fine. Yeah, that strafe is pretty nice. Have you now? Well, I've got a pretty decent chance that the brittle spot is one of these four. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, could be. Okay, unless I get lucky, I'm probably not playing strafe this turn. Oh, okay, there it is. And there's the brittle spot. Speaking of getting lucky. If I play strafe, I have 1 evade and I have a 0 cost on the left, so I can get out of the way. Or actually, I can just dodge left with Magic Battery and then dodge back right. Or no, I already shot once, so the stun charge is already preloaded. Never mind. Yeah, so I should just dodge left out of the way. I guess I should have moved and then played strafe and then dodged back to the right. If I had been big braining, that would have been the move. I would have gotten an extra 2 damage out of it. Or 4 damage? Yeah, 4 damage. Oh well. I may not be the perfect and optimal player, but I'm still pretty okay at this. Second Opinions is going to draw me Anchor. So I should keep that in mind. Rude. I guess that extra damage that I could have done last turn probably wouldn't have made any difference, seeing as I had lethal anyways. Full Superior B is pretty nice. I don't know if it's worth getting though. Similarly, Now or Never is tasty if you think of it as 6 damage for 1 cost, but that only applies if I've already taken strafe. So I don't think it's necessarily worth taking the card just for that. I don't know though, I mean if I do want to go up against Cleo, having extra movement probably not a bad thing, if I can't get strafe out right away especially. I don't know if I can manage Cleo with this though, because actually getting that strafe played on that first turn is going to be pretty hard if I also want to not die. Especially since I didn't take any mid-row yet. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about that when I was deciding whether to take those geodes. I mean, because like that'd be the real value. It's just put a geode out, move right, put another one out. You've just blocked half the ship. And the other half is pretty far over. So that would be pretty handy for Cleo. I've only got 2 combats left before I would have to fight that fight, so I don't know if I'm really in a position to do it. Yeah, Vamoose would have been a smart one to take. I did think about it, but Yeah, I don't think I'm likely to be doing Cleo with this run. I just wasn't setting up for it early enough because I wasn't sure if I would have the makings. I don't know, Now or Never is still, I mean, like, even without going for Cleo, it's good value. And I have Demon Thrusters anyway, so it's not like the downside of it actually hurts me that much. It's not, I'm not going to be banking Evade, so why not? Ooh, this could get interesting. I don't think I have any good way of doing enough damage in a single attack, though. I think I'm gonna have to fight this one out the normal way. I should still try and get Strafe going early if I can, though. Draw shot doesn't help. Hopefully I get Selective Memory next turn if I don't draw Strafe on its own. This wasn't a great turn 1 draw. Hey, there we go. Okay. That still does attack even if you hit a wall. Interesting. But not for anchor, just for walls. Got pretty lucky with having the charge beam and stuff there. I guess I can wiggle and use some evade. Hey, found the brittle spot. If I play anchor here, well, the draw pile's still going to be empty unless I do anything else to draw a card. But yeah, I'm going to run out of cards before I run out of energy, so the perpetual motion will take effect. Yeah, it's fine. I should be able to manage it this turn, probably, maybe. I think even without drawing more cards, I just have enough movement to make it happen. Yeah. That strafe is real powerful. Oh hey there, Hand Cannon B. That's fun to see. I don't know if I should take it, but it's fun to see. It's what I would have needed at the beginning of this fight to do it in a single turn. I mean, what all do I have for card draw? I just have draw shot and second opinions, really, for anything that would actually make my hand bigger than 5. It's still not bad damage, but I don't know if it's really worth throwing in the deck. I think I'll do without. Well, I don't know, like even with a smaller hand, like if I had 3 cards left, that's still 6 damage for 3 cost, that's not terrible. There's Jettison Hatch long after it would be useful. Well, no, I have one more repair yard. Okay, let me think. Basic shot I could get rid of for sure. I probably shouldn't have taken that block shot. I was expecting this run to be more dizzy heavy than it was, and I should have known better. What else would I yank besides basic shot? Scramble, right, I've been talking about getting rid of scramble. Yeah, Jettison Hatch might be worth it. The other two aren't going to help a whole ton here, so... And I get Resonance Fork anyway, cool. Be gone. Also be gone. Ah, Colossus. Well, I know where the brittle spot is already. And we got strafe early. Yeah, I should be able to stun that 3 damage no problem, so I think we're good to play strafe here. Second opinions here just to get the anchor out. Although I suppose I do have full shard, so may as well. Here's where Now and Never really shows its value. It's even on the side of the hand, so I get an extra couple damage out of it. Seems good. Ah, rude. There was probably something I could have done slightly differently to get lethal last turn. I don't know. Do enjoy a good strafe runner. Evasive Shot B seems like decent value. 2 evade, 2 damage, 1 cost. Yeah, a little late for Corrosion Beam. Yeah. Hull plating, armored bay, alright. These are all decent help survive Clio options, were I to do that. Well, 9 Fiber isn't, but the other two. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, if I had taken one of those geode cards and or crosslink and or made several other slightly different decisions earlier in the game, Vimus would help here too. Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, the strafe strategy is pretty good. That has been working out well for me, but I would still need to do a lot of movement to get sufficient damage with that on Clio. Even if the brittle spot did turn out to be the cockpit, which would make things a little easier, I'd still have to move, like, I don't know, 15, 20 times. It would be a lot. I think, like, the biggest problem would be the setup turn, like trying to play strafe and survive on turn 1 or turn 2 seems really rough. I don't think I could do it. Yeah, if there were a way, you know, if I had admin deploy B or something, like some way to set up strafe without it costing so darn much, then maybe, but I don't have anything quite that handy right now. Yeah, no max. Okay, upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. Now or never seems like it might be worth it. Options is always nice. Maybe Magic Battery. Oh, I suppose if I had gone for Second Opinions B, I could have done double strafe. That would have been extra silly. Really expensive energy-wise, though, not practical for a daily. Yeah, let's just go options B. It's a solid option. more solid options, I guess. Okay. The Cobalt does make setup turn a little easier. Granted, starting out with Anchor is a little bit rude, but I do have the Resonance Fork now, so I can get that extra energy right away. Okay, we got selective memory, so we can get strafe. Don't know where the brittle spot is. I guess we know it's not in the middle. And at least as far as strafe damage is concerned, hanging out around the middle isn't going to help us any, since the armored and the weak spots are gonna cancel each other out. So I guess we'll try the left first. Nope, not the left. Oh, whoops, I shouldn't have done that. I still had evade to spend. Whoops. That was a waste. Guess who was playing a little too quickly? I guess I might as well play Charge Beam first before Anchor. I don't know that it would make much difference either way here. I suppose I want to be going right to find that brittle spot so I can use the rest of my turn's movement over there. So I should just unload here first. Okay, I guess we don't need that brittle spot after all. It sure is, Books, it sure is. Okay. I probably could have done that in one less turn if I had been a little more particular about it, but this run was going a little long anyway, so definitely did not need to go that long. I think I could have gone a lot faster if I'd known what I was working toward, but still, that was solid. I mean, 817 without doing Cleo, that's not bad at all. Thanks. 951, yeah, somebody put together quite the run there. Okay, so if I was gonna do that again with the intention of actually being able to beat Cleo, I think, taking... what card was it? It came up a couple times. Mineral Deposit. I think Mineral Deposit would have been helpful, because that would block the entire left side of the ship. I still would have taken Magi Battery, that was pretty useful to have. I would have taken an extra Perfect Specimen instead of Second Opinions. Probably also Vamoose that I passed up. I don't know if Strafe Runner would still be the strat or not, because like Charge Beam on its own can be pretty viable. And I had a lot of card draw, especially by the end of the run. Strafe Runner was doing a lot of damage really fast. It just... that first setup turn is really hard to make work with Cleo. Didn't really see a strong build for Dizzy in this one. I mean, there was Acid Cannon and there was a Corrosion Beam way at the end. But that was about it, at least on the route I took. Oh, I mean, yeah, up to you. You're welcome to tell me how you did it. I'm nearly 3 hours in at this point, so I don't think I'm going to be doing another full run of the daily, on stream at least. Especially considering I have stuff to do in 2.5 hours now, so... Oh, you know, I forgot about the recalibrator, yeah. Yeah, I did pass that up, didn't I? Charge Beam B, late game pivot to Magi Battery B, yeah, that makes sense, okay. Yeah, because that lets you get extra card draw every time you miss a shot. So you just do that Charge Beam combo, which I've definitely done before, the Charge Beam B and Recalibrator combo. I have a clip of that on my channel someplace. Yeah, I kind of completely forgot about Recalibrator. I thought about taking it and decided not to. Good eye, though. Alright, well, I don't know, I'm feeling decent. I do have somewhere to go in a couple hours, but I don't think I'm going to be doing any sleep before then at this rate, so I might just do another run that is not a daily. I can go a little faster with that. let's find something that I haven't done yet and give it a whirl. Called what? Me not sleeping? That's always a decent bet. Anyone in chat have a preference on a ship for this crew? I'm gonna veto Gemini because that's just gonna make me think too much right now. Jupiter, Ares, Artemis, another Tiderunner. Armad always likes Tiderunner. I suppose keeping it familiar would be good for going quickly. We'll give it a shot. Speaking of keeping it familiar, 2-hull, that's more than one. Oh, we could even replace warp prep again. I mean, Max does give us temp shield, so... Yo-ho. Lightspeed boot disk, okay. Picking that up right at the beginning kinda sucks because now I have to pick one of the starting cards to give Buoyant to. I don't know that there's a whole ton that's worth it, maybe Draw Shot. I mean, Draw Shot's the one that I'm most likely to keep for the whole run. Then again, considering I got rid of warp prep, I should probably be thinking with that in mind too, so maybe I should be taking, like, basic dodge or scramble or something. I think I'll just go with Draw Shot for the bigger hand, like, it seems like a decent balance out of the starting cards. It means I'll always be able to get more options on turn 1. We should, Isaac. You know it. Do have to think about the cockpit being brittle and not just weak now. Okay, rest well. Thanks for joining us. I hope you had a good time. there's anchor again. I guess I can save my drone now at least. What do you mean by that, Tormod? Oh, these are all nice. Oh, no, I mean, I didn't take these for any particular reason. I just took them because it was a crew I hadn't won with yet. At least not in base game Codex. I am still slowly working my way towards trying to fill up the logbook. Math.max is still nice, but it's a little bit less appealing when I have rigs anyways for card draw. I think I'll grab the selective memory because that's just always good to have. Yeah. Okay. Decent routing. Can I get an up or down from chat, please? We do also have an ad break coming up in a couple minutes. Which I suppose it would probably be wise to just do now, but we can at least see what the next node will be. Up. Up we go. Ah, pupa. A little bit easier with Tiderunner since we can at least straddle. Okay, we're gonna take a quick ad break. We'll be back in 3 or 4 minutes. It's a good time to get up, stretch, get some water, do all that good stuff. And I will see you back here after the ad. Alright, let's finish this fight up. Don't you love pupa? Everybody's favorite fight. Oh, I can get rid of anchor here, actually. Keep forgetting that's a thing you can do. Oh boy, trash. Targeting the right. Annoying. I guess I can parallel shift here. Yeah, no stuns. No such luck here. At least it's not a daily. I wasn't losing points for all those extra turns. Dice roll, shield drone, attack drone. Eh. I guess a shield drone wouldn't be the worst since I don't have any other source of shield. Kinda so-so on it though. Okay, I do need to go down here if I want to get 2 elites. Minesweeper, alright. Janitorbot. gonna exhaust the attack drone. Probably a mistake, maybe a mistake, but there's a lot of drones going on here anyway, so. We'll see if that pans out for me or not. Oh, I suppose if I selective memory admin deploy here, I can get rid of anchor. Nothing weighing me down no more. Options is still pretty great. Battalion's not bad either, but I do like options. It is hard to go wrong there. Oh, another fight with Monarch. Okay. What are we doing on this thing, Max? Tell me. Right, that flips my hand. That was a mistake. Oh well. Hanging on to that selective memory, trying to get a setup where I can admin deploy anchor, and it just hasn't happened yet. Oh, I should have used drone shift actually. Oh well. Ah, finally. Ooh, ace. Ace, overclock, and solar breeze. Don't have much of a strategy for the deck yet. Ace could be handy. We do get that extra energy turn 1. Yeah, let's try it. Minefield time, okay. Yeah, let's lose 3 HP. That sounds like a great idea. What could possibly go wrong? At least it's not actually one-hit wonder. We can get one artifact. And crosslink is well worth it, I would say. Ion converter, okay. Probably won't use that much, but... it's still convenient. Draw shot and see if we get lucky and draw ace here. Or admin deploy. Admin deploy, I'll take it. First let's attack. No more anchors. I am really gonna need block for this one. Yikes. Also probably not gonna want to play any attack drones. Well, I can't play ace here or I'll die, so That kind of puts a damper on things. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have played that, because I have Ion Converter now. I would have gotten shield if I had left that alone. I guess I could use selective memory and just grab ace and play it this turn, but I think I'd rather get some block. Otherwise I have a substantial chance of just dying next turn. I mean, I kinda still do, but getting some block will at least reduce that chance. Oof, yeah, okay, glad I did that. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently, yeah. Yeah, that's a mood. Okay, but now that that is done with, I don't have strafe, so I can safely move over with my 2 evade and then play ace. So that is at least something. Dead yet. Anyway. Yeah, actually playing options is dangerous in that regard. I probably should have been more careful with that. Because if I play options the turn before there's payback, then I'm just making it more likely that I hit myself. Probably should have thought of that. Oh, I only have 1 shield here. I might die. Oh, I should have admin deployed the safety override. I forgot I could do that. How many do I have in the deck right now? There's 1 in the draw pile, 1 in my hand. Oh yeah, so there's a pretty good chance I draw that next turn. Rip. Okay, I probably should have been thinking more critically before this last turn to see if I could have done more to prevent that, but if this is it, I guess. Was not being careful enough for the difficulty. Ooh, ouch. Okay, well, Ion Converter could also have saved me, yeah. I generally just forget I have that one completely. Yeah, there were a number of things I could have done during that fight that would have made that less bad. I'm kind of thinking at this point I don't really want to start another run, so that might be it for tonight. Sorry for the aborted attempt, but I do have places to be soon enough, so would be good to give myself a little bit of off time before then. I will be back later this week for my usual modded stream. I will see you then, hopefully, and if not, have yourself a great rest of your week, and I'll see you some other time. Thank you all for coming on out, and yeah, catch you next time.